YouTube, what is going on? Rich here, and welcome to a brand new series here on FM Scout that is going to be called Revisiting Legends. Now, a couple of weeks back, some of you guys might remember that Dave put a video on of a new database that we've got here on FM Scout, and it's actually a Legends database. So what we're going to be doing in this series is we are going to be taking a look at some of the legends on that database, and we're going to forward on to the end of their careers and see where they start and how they develop. Now guys, I will leave a description in this video to the database in question so that you guys can go, you can download it, and you can have a lot of fun with it, because that's exactly what I have been doing. Some of the legends on this database are absolutely unreal. You think of a legend, they are on this database. And the first one that we're going to look at in this series today is none other than Zinedine Zidane. So guys, here is the man himself. So as you can see in the database, he's 18 years old and he's been put in for the club that he spent pretty much the predominant amount of his career for, which was Real Madrid. Now Zinedine Zidane has had a very, very glittering career, and in his senior career he made 506 appearances for 4 clubs. So it was Cannes, Bordeaux, Juventus, and then finally Real Madrid, and he scored 95 goals in that time. Now as you can see in this database, he's in there as an advanced playmaker, and the key stats that we're going to be looking at for him are his first touch, which is currently 19, his passing 19, technique 19, composure is down as 16 to 19, his flair 18 to 20, and his vision also 18 to 20. Now like I said earlier, he's 18 years old, so his birth date has been reset, and he's got that Legends picture on there as well. So what we're going to do, I am going to forward on, I'm going to forward on 2 seasons. So we're going to get him to 20 years old, and we're going to see how he's developed, if he remains at Real Madrid, and if he ends up moving on to any other clubs. He's already valued at £38.5 million in the game. But he's got a contract for another 6 years, so I can't really see him moving on early. I don't know if he'll be shipped out to anybody on loan, because like I say, this is a Legends database, and there's going to be many other fantastic players playing for Real Madrid. So without further ado, let's forward on 2 years and let's see how Zinedine Zidane is developing. Right guys, so here we are, we're 2 years on into the game, 31st of May 2017. So let's have a look and see how Zinedine Zidane is getting on in his early career. So he's still at Real Madrid, and his value has gone up. He was about 38 million, I think we said. He's now worth 43 million pounds. His contract hasn't gone up as yet, but he's got 9 caps for France, the senior team, with 1 goal, 2 under 21 caps so far. But let's have a look at some of his stats. So his first touch is still the same. So the first touch, the passing, and the technique are all still the same. They are still on 19. His composure has actually leveled out to be 16. His flair is now at 20, so it is absolute maximum potential. Decisions that are 17, which are very good as well, and his vision is also at its maximum potential. So let's have a look at his career stats to date. So in the first season, he just made 9 appearances for the Real Madrid first team, but he did get himself 2 goals and 5 assists in that time, and got himself a 7.99 average rating. He was out with the second team at Real Madrid as well, made 5 appearances, scoring a goal, 3 assists, 2 player of the matches, and an 8.77 average rating. And then in his second season in football, he's played pretty much the full season in Liga BBVA, making 35 appearances for the club, scoring 11 goals, 5 assists, 3 player of the matches, and a 7.92 average rating. So his early stats are absolutely sensational. He's also been getting some Champions League football too. 8 appearances this year. He's got the Spanish Cup as well, and like we said earlier, he is on that international scene now. So he's described as a wonder kid. He's doing really well. So what we're going to do, we're going to forward on another 3 seasons. So we'll get to the end of season 5 and see if his stats go up anymore, which is actually, it's pretty hard for him to do that. I mean, it's going to be these key stats here and his technicals that we look for, and see if any of those do go up to 20. So let's wind on another 3 seasons and see how he's getting on. Right guys, so we're at the end of season 5 now. It's the 31st of May 2020. So let's have another look at Zinedine Zidane. As we can see, he's still at Real Madrid and he's now worth £54 million. So he's only getting better and more valuable to that team. Now I can see in this bottom corner here, he's already 5 years into a career. He's made 153 appearances for Real Madrid, scoring 41 goals. He's now got 18 caps for the French national team, scoring 5 goals, and I can see that he's been given an extra 2 years on his contract. So let's have a look at the stats. So his first touch is 19. His passing has actually dropped, which is quite surprising. That's now dropped to 18. That was 19 before. His technique is also 19. Composure now up at 18. And his decisions now 19, flair 20 and vision 20 have remained exactly the same. None of those stats have dropped at all. But this season he's been playing in the Europa League, so Real Madrid can't have done that well in the previous year. Also getting those Spanish Cup appearances in as well. But let's have a look at his career stats overall. So as you can see, he's pretty much an ever-present in that Real Madrid team. So we last looked here at the 16-17 season. Since then, in 17-18 he's made 36 appearances and scored 12 goals, getting 11 assists and an 8.1 average rating. In 18-19 again he played 36 games, only got 3 goals this time, but still the 11 assists, and his average rating went down a bit. So not that's the worst season that he's actually had in the game, the 18-19 one, but still absolutely phenomenal. And then in the 19-20 season he's grabbed himself 13 goals in 37 appearances. Looks like he's just missed the one game. 11 assists again, 4 player of the matches, 7.84 average rating. So still an absolutely sensational player. Exactly what you'd expect though for a guy that's 22 years old. He's still learning his trade a little bit, and he will only get better and better and better. So I think what we'll do now is we will forward on another 5 seasons. And we'll get him to age 27, and we'll look at his stats over the next 5 years, see what happens to him, see if his value goes up, even if he moves clubs as well. And I think we'll end the video there after 10 years of him being a professional footballer, and then we'll do a part 2 to the Zinedine Zidane story and see what happens in the second half of his career as he comes probably to his peak and as he comes towards retirement. So stay with us guys, we're going to forward on another 5 years and see what's happening with him. Okay guys, so it is now the 31st of May 2025. Zinedine Zidane has been a professional footballer now for 10 years. He's still at Real Madrid, so he spent 10 years at Real Madrid, so he's going to be in his testimonial season. And as you can see, he's now made 339 appearances for the club, scoring 95 goals. Now, as an advanced playmaker, if that's where he's been played, absolutely brilliant. And he looks, again, to still be doing really, really well. His first touch is still 19, so no move on there, as with the technique. His passing has gone back up again to 19. Composure has now hit 20. Flair has hit 20. And I think vision was 20 anyway, so absolutely brilliant. His natural fitness looks like it's gone up as well, up to 17. And his decisions, I think, have stayed the same at 19. His value's dropped a little bit. So he was 54 million the last time that we looked. And he's now just worth 50 million. Just, he says. But he's been given extensions on his contract. He's now going to be at Real Madrid for another 4 years. He's got 64 caps for that French national team and 10 goals. So he's doing really, really well. Let's have a look at his league career stats over his 10 years again. So like we saw a little bit earlier, 344 appearances, 96 goals, 101 assists and 41 player of the matches. Over 10 years he's got a 7.87 average rating. So we looked at him last, was it here? 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th season, which was here. So since then, he was an ever-present in 2020-21 season. 38 appearances, 9 goals, 13 assists and 4 player of the matches, 7.74 average rating. Again, in the next season, 21-22, full appearances in the league, 9 goals 8 assists, 1 player of the match, 7.81. He's very, very consistent. Yet again, 38 games in the 22-23 season, 13 goals, 14 assists that year. He's had a fantastic year. With 7 player of the matches, 7.99. At 23-24, he's got 38 again, 11 goals. Even his goals are quite consistent, as well as the assists. 12 assists, and he hit an 8 average rating that season. That would have been when he was 26 years old. 24-25, the most recent season. He's missed 4 games. I wonder if he's had an injury. Missed 4 games. Still got 12 goals, though, and 8 assists, and a 7.93 average rating. He's not been injured, so maybe he's just been dropped. He's never been injured in 10 years. He's just had a virus where he was out for 2 weeks. Absolutely unbelievable. So he's an ever-present in that Real Madrid side, looking absolutely phenomenal. Now described as a leader and a midfield playmaker, and tries the killer ball often, places shots, and curls the ball. So, guys, he's absolutely unbelievable. Like we said, 27 years old now, on £300,000 a week. So that's 10 years of Zinedine Zidane. And in the next episode, like I said a little bit earlier, we'll have a look at the second half of his career as he comes towards 30 and towards the end of his career, where he's thinking about retirement, and see if he ends up moving to a different club as he winds down. Will he go off somewhere to the USA? Or will he go somewhere else? That's for us to find out. The next episode of this, so part 2 will be on, I think we'll put the next part of the video up on Monday, so make sure that you tune into that. But guys, like I said, I'll leave a link to the description of this database on the FM Scout channel. Make sure you download it. It is a lot of fun, and there's some fantastic players in here. I'll leave a link to Dave's video that he put on a couple of weeks ago as well, just showing you all the fantastic stuff that you can do with it. But thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure that you leave a thumbs up. Subscribe to the FM Scout YouTube channel. Subscribe to my channel as well, Rich on Twitch _TV. I'll leave a link to my YouTube in the description. But guys, until part 2, thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next episode.